truly is. There truly is nothing here to understand, you know. What can one understand about this? And what needs is there to understand? What is it that you want to understand? Can we not accept this magic? Can we not simply accept that we have breath? And that we are freedom? We are binding ourselves, you see. Blaming others, constantly blaming others. East blaming West. Men blaming women. Whites blaming black, black blaming whites. Religion blaming scientists, scientists blaming religion. If this is God's play, He's made a great play. We are the gladiators. Every single human being is the gladiator. Into the ring. Watch them fight. What are we fighting for? Don't ask questions, just fight. It's God's plan. Ridiculous mind. But without it, none of this. You see? Contradiction. If I had to leave something with someone, if I had to say something that summed up this, summed up what appeared to be in this body before and realizes that there's no body, there's no one inside, there's just this speaking. If I was to sum up and say, what would you like to leave? That everything is contradiction. That's on the tombstone of this one. Everything is contradiction. And this contradiction is a wonderful mystery. A complete and wonderful mystery. Whenever you say yes, it is no. Whenever you say no, it is yes. Whenever you say both, it is neither. And whenever you say neither, it is both. And the actual fact is, when you say it like that, the mind understands that. You see, the mind can get a grip on that. The mind cannot get a grip on when you say one or the other, you see. It wants you to defend why you said it. It wants you to come across and try the other side, you see. It doesn't trust it. I can't say it's true because everything is contradiction, you see. Mind sees it as contradiction. Ego mind sees it as an attack on itself. Ego mind wants to be the one who organizes the unorganizable. Consciousness is a simple thing. Take everything out of the equation. Every form, everything, every universe, every planet out of the equation, and still be there. and imagine this invisible substance moving in no particular direction, with no particular purpose, with no particular gains, needs, requirements, with no particular wins or loses. Either doesn't actually know if it goes either way. There is no direction. There is a constant moving in and out, behind, up and down, conflicting movement. And then you jump in. And see if you can organize it. See if you can pick your own body. Pick your own perfect partner. Pick your own perfect house. Pick your own perfect climate with no change. And see if you can do it. And if you do, see if you can enjoy it. Change is everything. Without movement, without change, none of this is enjoyable. None of this has any meaning. None of this has any structure. None of this has anything to do with you. But you have everything to do with it. What an amazing knowing that when you don't know, you know. And when you know, you don't know. This is bliss because no mind is present, you see. So no mind can block. No. Prove, justify, speak, explain, blah, 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 blah. No. It's okay not to know. Because when you don't know, you know. To not know anything and to know that you don't know anything. To know that you don't know anything is the ultimate knowing. The ultimate knowing. When you think you know something, you're in trouble. But then again, it's okay. Trying, when you're trying, you will succeed. When you fail, or when you stop trying, you will fail. When you try, you'll fail. And when you stop trying, you'll succeed. I'm sorry, you're bored now. But it is the truth. The truth is, everything is contradiction. And even contradiction is contradicting itself. Who can make this up, you see? Who can create something like this? Yeah, the designer, the logical designer in our physical world designs a table. You see? A beautiful table carved out of wood. Yeah, and he's very impressed with it. And someone comes in and says, "Oh, I love your chair." How dare you? How dare you? You know how much work I put into this? This is actually taken from a period of art, a period of this world. The thought The process, my previous peers who I forgot the word, encouraged by, inspired by, and you can't even see that it's a table. How stupid are you? How dare you say it's a chair? And he's even more offended when this ignorant chap comes in and sits on it and goes, very comfortable. Maybe better have had a back. Is it a table? Is it a chair? This is called open-mindedness. This is called accepting everything to be contradictive. Today you can say, I want the sun. And when tomorrow comes, you still want the sun, and the rain comes, and you go, damn it, I'm going to accept that rain. Because you're not the contradiction, you see. The world and nature and this universe is the contradiction. The only thing uncontradictory is you. But when you make judgment, when you have preferences, when you want something and not another, it's going to be contradicted. The external is contradictory. Your body is contradictory, but the one inside who's witnessing everything is witness of contradiction. This one is unchangeable, untarnished, unknowable, unblemished. This one is the truth. The truth cannot be contradictory. The truth is always the truth, you see. That's the difficult bit. That's why we can't accept contradiction, because we know that we are the truth and we want everything outside of us to be true. But when we are projecting ourselves outside, the truth cannot be projected. The truth has to be that. When the mountain reflects on the lake, it's not a pure image of the mountain on the lake. It does not always remain still, pure. You cannot touch the lake and say it's rock. This is not the truth. The reflection is not the truth. This world is not the truth. This world is a reflection of truth, which is in a contradiction towards truth. But it is still the truth, you see. We want to see the truth. But we are the truth, projecting contradiction. Projecting truth that appears as contradiction. The light from the torch, the further away it goes, is not pure. Things can be mistaken at the end of the beam. Is this the right house? No, I think that's the right house. No, that's the right. No, I can't see. At the source of the torch where the light projects, clarity, absolute clarity. What an epitaph on your tombstone. Everything is contradiction. I, the seer, can accept everything as logical one day and the same thing illogical the next day. This, my friends, is freedom. You see, to accept everything as it is. Accept everything as changing, moving consciousness with no purpose, no intent, no needs, no gains. Just a roller coaster ride. And one day you're going to be bumping into another car, and the next day floating on the clouds, and the next day sleeping, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, forever and ever. Infinite movement, infinite contradiction. Bliss. You have a good day. And remember the one who looks the truth. The truth can never not be the truth. It can only see contradiction. It can only experience contradiction. It can only participate in contradiction. But it can never be contradiction. You can never be contradictory when you see contradiction. One does not work without the other. Stop erring for the side of God and ignoring devil. None of these exist, but the thoughts pushing you to one side, you see. The Bible says, everyone said, you have to be good and not be bad. Which one is which? Which one is which? Which story do you prefer? Because that's your next life, you see. When you leave this body in your last breath, and you say, you know what? I wish I'd been a more jealous person. Then my wife wouldn't have left me. I was too distant from her. You're going to come back as a jealous person. You get what you ask for. Even a lottery win, if you want it, is going to come. Anything you ask for, you will return and receive. How many times do you want to live in a body and return to another body just to taste something that is very contradictory? Because when you win the lottery, you're going to have a miserable life because you got what you asked. Rather than be contradictory. It's going to come. You see? But how is it going to come? You want it straight down the middle. I want it truthfully, so that I can, in my mind, organize it truthfully. See? Now I'm in control. I have this lottery win. And it's wrong. The man said contradiction is here. No, it's true. It is here. I have it. There it is. Yes. I have beat this contradiction. I have found the truth. Yeah. And a big gust of wind comes. So, I have to go. Namaste.